When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart's burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me.
What isn't there to be inspired about being together for 50 years? I mean, that's so rare in our culture, and when people celebrate 50th anniversaries, it's such a big deal because it doesn't happen very often.
I think that means that, like, they've been married for 50 years, and I'm really happy for them.
That's a very long time to be married for 50 years.
You raise me up to more than I can be.
The best thing about being at their house is probably the cable TV, because we don't have that.
I like that Cookie Man jar that I kept on opening, and it kept on saying, "Halt! Don't step away from the cookie jar."
I remember when you guys put up that tire swing. Dad had to climb all the way up in that tree, and I think he just like picked up a random tire that Papa had from like his truck or something and just tied it up, and we thought that was like the coolest thing ever.
One memory I have of Grandma's house is sliding down the stairs, the carpeted ones, and I remember we tried to go down with this goat fur thing. It didn't work.
They're really patient, and that's one thing I admire, and one thing that I wish I had was tolerance for little kids running around everywhere, because oh man, all the memories that I had at Grandma's house were crazy kids running around screaming their heads off.
You raise me up to more than I can be.
I don't know, I've always considered myself a daddy's girl. I think just because when I tell people about my dad, I always laugh because I'm like, well, my dad's the one who taught me to macrame, and my dad's the one who taught me to sew, and my dad's the one who taught me all of the crafty things that people know me for now. Is like my dad taught that to me, and they're always like, he did?
And he used to tell me that I couldn't build any more fires because I kept building them in different spots in the ditch, and if I had to build a fire, then I would just build it in one spot. So he gave me this one spot in a ditch where I could build my fire to cook my peanuts. Because I kept building it in different spots, and so we had all these dark spots all over the backyard.
Grandpa let me borrow his truck when I moved out of the dorms, when I moved in the dorms, whenever I was moving anywhere, he has this truck, and everyone's terrified to drive it because I'm sure it's just gonna kill over at any minute. And he would bring it over, he'd let us drive it to move things in, and you know, here we are driving this truck, and it's broken, the gas gauge is broken, so we never knew whether or not it had gas in it or didn't have gas in it, and we would, you know, move furniture, and that was always really helpful. He's just kind of always been there to, you know, take care of me and just make sure that I had all the tools that I needed and that I had everything I needed in my dorm.
He's strong, and he's willing to do stuff, because when we want to play on the tire swing, he pushes us on it, and we go really high, and Marcelo likes that.
If I need something, he always gets it for me. And like if I'm thirsty, he'll get me a glass of water or something.
I thought my dad was perfect the way he was, and I thought every man should be just like him, and I found out that Ted has his own personality, and that's great too. But throughout the years, I've talked to a lot of women who have real issues with God the Father because they had such horrible examples as earthly fathers. And I do believe that I've never questioned the love of my Heavenly Father because my earthly father did such a good job of loving me.
I think about my own work here and how you've inspired me to be involved in training pastors and developing leaders. And so I really just want to tell you thanks today for your inspiration and for how you have helped to mold my life. To bring me up in the ways of the Lord is probably the most important thing that you could have done.
You raise me up to more than I can be.
Well, I used to always sit on the kitchen counter while Mom cooked. And we have lots of pictures of me sitting on the kitchen counter, but I always like to watch Mom cook, so that's probably where I got my love of cooking.
I think one of the things that's really special about her is how she knows how to cook so well, because it's really hard to cook sometimes. And she wrote a cookbook with so many recipes, and I don't understand how she made that many recipes.
Probably of Grandma just coming downstairs when she'd come over to take care of us, and just the smell of all the food that she would make that my mom usually didn't make.
She is a really good cook. That's very true. I especially love her rolls.
Grandma, if I could, I gotta find a woman that'll cook like you, otherwise I'm not gonna be too happy. Apparently, they say love is all you need, but I think you gotta have some kind of, you gotta cook.
I have it here. I kept it and I still wear it as PJs. It's one of my favorite PJ shirts. It's the one that says, yeah, as you can see, and it matches my PJ pants, so I wear it all the time.
In a lot of ways, I think my heart emulates my mom.
She really loves me, and I really like her because she takes care of me.
I've always known that if I ever needed her, she would be there. I've always known that regardless of whether I have talked to her, that I'm never far from her heart or her mind. And now that I'm older and I have my own kids, as I watch her love my kids, that even endears her to me greater because of the way she loves my children. And I love her heart of service.
You raise me up to more than I can be.
So finally, I just want to say happy anniversary, Mom and Dad.
I wanted to just let you know how much we love and appreciate you.
And I just hope that you have many, many, many more years to come.
Thank you for being always there for me and for my girls.
It's a joy to have you as my parents-in-law, and this is a great day for you, so congratulations. May God bless you.
Happy 50th anniversary. I love you guys. And I hope you have a great anniversary. You guys rock. I hope you have a good anniversary, and I hope you keep on going, having fun stuff, having parties, having more grandchildren, more great-grandchildren soon. Okay. Happy anniversary. Bye. You raise me up so I can stand.